Hello and welcome back to Vault Holocron, where today we are going to look into the creation of Yoda. So, let's set the scene. It's 1978, Star Wars is a huge success, and now Lucasfilm is looking to recapture the success with a sequel movie to the much-loved franchise. But who's going to train Luke now that Kenobi's dead? Enter Minch, or as you know him now, Yoda. Yoda would train Luke and teach him everything instead of Kenobi. But what would Yoda look like? This is a galaxy far, far away, and so it was decided that Yoda would look alien. However, iconic designs like Yoda's don't come out of nowhere, and so many different looks were thought of before the design we are now so well accustomed to. Here are some of the designs drawn up by Joe Johnston and his assistant Nilo Rodis-Jamero. As you can see, Yoda was originally planned to have a design heavily inspired by gnome and elf features. As well as this, he was planned to be blue for quite some time. This image here shows a design much closer to the Yoda we saw on screen. Being designed to be such a small character, Yoda wasn't played using conventional means. It was originally intended for Yoda to be played by a monkey, wearing a mask and holding a cane. Surprisingly, monkeys don't make for the best actors, and the monkey took off the mask at every opportunity. By the looks of the mask, the exact Yoda design was not decided while they were working with the monkey. Once there was a final design of Yoda, Stuart Freeborn, who had previously worked on many of the aliens in the cantina, and most notably Chewbacca, made a Yoda puppet. Stuart Freeborn actually based the design of the Yoda puppet face on a combination between his face and Albert Einstein's. Yoda was puppeteered and voiced by Frank Oz, who is notable for his work on voicing Miss Piggy and Cookie Monster. Oz based the way he played Yoda off of the director, Irving Kershner. However, puppet Yoda was hardly as easy to deal with as you would expect, with the ears wobbling each time Oz turned the puppet, trenches needing to be dug and covered on set so the puppeteers wouldn't be seen, and Mark Hamill needing a radio mic to hear Yoda's lines, and hear where he was in the scene. The only issue with the radio mic was that it would change frequencies depending on where Hamill moved, picking up local stations, causing him to lose where he was in the scene. When it came to making The Phantom Menace, the decision was made to use a puppet with an updated design. The puppet was made to look younger than the one seen in The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. However, the design of this puppet was and is hardly popular, with the puppet standing out in the well-lit and realistic environment of Coruscant. One interesting detail about the creation of Yoda for The Phantom Menace is that this young Yoda concept sketch, drawn by Ian McCaig, eventually became Yaddle, a female version of Yoda's species. When making Attack of the Clones, the decision was made to have Yoda be made using CGI, in large part because it would be difficult to CGI Yoda to fight Dooku, while having him look and move in a similar way to puppet Yoda. The animation director, Rob Coleman, and his team believed that after having the experience of working on Watto, Jar Jar and Sebulba in The Phantom Menace, they could CGI Yoda for the whole movie. To test how the CGI Yoda would look, they did animation tests using key scenes from The Empire Strikes Back. After this, Coleman and his team were given permission to CGI Yoda for the entire film. To ensure that CGI Yoda looked good, they heavily based the CGI design and expression off of the Yoda puppet. Ewan McGregor was disappointed that Yoda was being changed to CGI because he liked acting alongside the puppet. In an interview with Variety recently, Ewan McGregor said, "We know Yoda as a puppet. We know him from the original movies as a puppet, so when it was suddenly computer generated, it didn't feel like Yoda to me anymore." Coleman was unsure on how to animate Yoda in the battle against Dooku, but eventually based the battle off of the way ninjas in the 1992 film Swordsman 2 jumped and bounced around. In the 2011 edits of the prequel trilogy and original trilogy by George Lucas, Puppet Yoda in The Phantom Menace was changed to CGI. In the Clone Wars TV show, Yoda was voiced by Tom Kane, and in Rebels, Yoda was voiced by Frank Oz. Frank Oz voiced Yoda for every episode of the sequel trilogy. For The Last Jedi, an exact replica puppet of the one made for The Empire Strikes Back was made. They used the original molds and found the woman that painted the original eyes for Yoda. As well as this, Frank Oz worked with puppet designers for a few weeks to make sure the puppet looked right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed peeking behind the scenes of Star Wars as much as I did, and bye.